What is a mission statement? A mission statement is mapping out exactly what you want out of life, all of your core values that you're going to adhere to, and all the things that you want to accomplish during your lifetime. Mission statement defined, and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. What is up, my winning friend? My name is Zach, and welcome back to another video. And if this is your first time here and you want to reach your potential and crush your goals, start right now by hitting subscribe and tap the bell notifications. That way you don't miss anything. Proactivity is based on the human endowment of self-awareness. The more aware of yourself and more in tune with yourself and know about yourself, the more aware you could be of what you're good at, what you're not, and what are the things that you want to accomplish in your lifetime. You're not just living out someone else's script that they set for you, because when you were born, when we're born, we're immediately conditioned by the world, by our environment, by our parents, by our school system. Whatever it may be, we are conditioned to act and to be a certain way. And when you are more self-aware of who you truly are and your purpose in life, then you can act in accordance to what you want and not the scripts that were set and given to you when you were first introduced into this world. Through imagination, another human endowment, we can literally imagine and visualize our future and create it. And you combine that with self-awareness, then we begin to write our own scripts and live them out our own way, how we want to, how we were meant to be. With self-awareness, we can discover ineffective scripts that have been handed to us when we first came into this world and when we were growing up, and we can identify these ineffective scripts and begin to remove them. And with imagination, we begin to discover the scripts that are aligned with our core values, with our deepest principles, and we can begin to create them and start living out our new scripts. When you do this, you're living your life by design and not by default. It's a changeless core of deep values that you want to live by. People can't live with change if there is not a changeless core in the first place. A personal mission statement helps you define these changeless core values that you want to live by. It helps you define a meaning in life. And Viktor Frankl, someone who survived the Nazi death camps, ungodly torture, and watched his entire family perish either in the death camps or were sent to the gas ovens, says that the number one motivational factor in man is the striving for a meaning in life. And by writing this personal mission statement, you get to hone on in exactly that. What is your meaning in life? What is your purpose? What is it that you want to contribute to society and serve others before you go? Many mental and emotional illnesses are diagnosed incorrectly, like depression or drug addiction. What the real problem is there, it's not depression, it's not a disease for drug addiction. It's a chronic underlying problem of not feeling like you have a meaning or a purpose in life, that emptiness feeling. I used to be addicted to drugs and spent many years in prison before I found my meaning and purpose in life. And many people, they start drugs for many different reasons, to fit in, peer pressure, because they want to experiment, but they only continue to use drugs because they feel like their life has no meaning. It's because you feel empty inside, because you feel like your life has no meaning. It feels like you're not contributing, you're not living up to your full potential. And that's why people continue to use drugs. That's why most people are depressed. When you hone in on your purpose in life, you are just on fire. You're not feeling depressed or lonely. Yeah, life isn't always perfect, and yeah, there's ups and downs, but you overall are happy most of the time because you are doing things that you were meant to do. And by having a personal mission statement, it helps you hone in on this purpose, and it helps you make those major life decisions that are aligned with your core values. You can eliminate that emptiness by discovering your unique meaning, your mission in life, by developing a personal mission statement. Once you have that sense of mission, everything changes. To construct an effective personal mission statement, you're first going to have to determine your core values. And what I like to do, think about your funeral, all right? Your very own funeral. What would you want your family, friends, co-workers, any significant role that you have in life, what would you want them to say about your character, contributions, and achievement in life? For a moment there, you touched on your true definition of success. These are your core values. These are your legacy that you're leaving behind. After you sit there and really think about what you want your life to mean when you're gone, sit down and write down these impressions for every single role that you have in life. And after you write down what you'd want to be said about your character, contributions, and achievement at your funeral, then you can list all these different major important roles that you have in life. A spouse, a parent, a child, family, friends, profession, all these different major roles that mean something of significance to you. Write them down and sketch out the top 2 to 3 goals that you want to accomplish in your lifetime in each one of these areas. Now you have the long-term goals that you want to achieve in life and the changeless core, the core values that are not going to change, that are going to help you, assist you, and make all these decisions when difficult situations arise. And you have that in place, and you will act accordingly to this. And yes, of course, your drive, your goals, your dreams are going to change and grow as you grow, and that's why you can always update this as you go. But it's important to get those core values, that changeless core, set in place very first and foremost, and then start mapping out what are the things that you want to do in life. Once you got this, you have a clear vision, a roadmap of where you're going to go and where you're going to end up in life. And more than likely, this isn't going to be something that you're just going to do overnight or just in a couple hours. You may, but more than likely, this is going to take some really serious consideration and thought. It might even take weeks, maybe even months to get it down. And it's going to change and evolve as you keep going. And that's important that you keep on reviewing this every single week when you're setting your weekly goals, so those can align with your mission statement, and so that you can update it as needed when you start growing some certain things you might want to take off and put in there. So you're always going to want to review it, you're always going to want to look over it, and you don't have to rush it. You really just want to get it done right. You don't want to just run through this. This is something that you want to take very, very seriously, because this is your life, and this is where it's going to be a huge factor in your success or failure. And another tip for finding your core values, once you figured out what you want to be said about your character, contributions, and achievements from your family, friends, and co-workers at your funeral, you can even look at some of your favorite quotes or read up on them and find quotes that really stick out to you that are aligned with these core values, and use those to write down in your mission statement. The key is to really take your time, find out these core values, sit there and think about that impressions from the funeral experience, record your impressions. Then you want to write down all the different roles that you have that mean something of significance, and write down the top 2 to 3 goals. And then for sure, review this weekly when you're setting your goals, so that way your weekly goals, your short term, are aligned with the long term, and then you can update your personal mission statement as you see fit. But always have it on your mind and know exactly where you're going. That's how you reverse engineer your life. That is starting with your end game. Hey, if that helped you out in defining your personal mission statement, I am so happy to hear that. And if you want to check out some more videos that are going to help you reverse engineer your life by starting with your end game, you can check out this playlist right there. Share this video on Facebook, and if you're part of any personal development groups, you can share it with your friends there. And if you want to reach your potential and crush your goals, start right now by hitting the round subscribe icon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.